Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. Stephen Dunford, 25 years old, has been given 3 life sentences with a minimum period of 19 years to serve at Sheffield Crown Court yesterday. He was described as a gang member who seriously injured a 12-year-old boy in a drive-by shooting outside a local shop. The boy and his group of friends were on the way to a fun park near to Meadow Hall Shopping Centre in January of this year. A white car drove past containing 5 men wearing hoods and balaclavas. The windows were lowered and the victim recognised Stephen Dunford sitting in the front passenger seat holding a gun. There was another passenger in the back seat holding a long-barrelled shotgun also. Multiple shots were fired at the group. Dunford was heard to say, "We got one." The 12-year-old boy was hit in the leg and he managed to get his way home and an ambulance was called. Doctors have since been unable to remove the bullet that's lodged in his thigh. A bullet passed through the clothing of another child that was in the group. The boy was aware of who Dunford was, and he was able to accurately identify him from his eyes, eyebrows and voice, and later correctly picked him out from an identification parade. And this is a shocking story that shows a massive example of the extent of what shootings can do. These guys had 2 shotguns and they opened fire on a group of children. And this follow-up I've not even seen yet in the Daily Mail, and he definitely hasn't got the mainstream media coverage that you'd expect from an innocent crime. Julian Briggs and the Crown prosecution says the child was likely not the intended victim. Dunford's clear intention that day was to kill a nearby individual, and he's now been jailed for attempted murder. It's only by great fortune that the 12-year-old did not die, and it's thanks to this boy's evidence, despite the dramatic nature of the event, that we've given him a long jail sentence. And I initially covered this story the other week, and now they've released the CCTV footage of the moment that he opens fire on a group of children. They said in court that Stephen was in the passenger seat of a stolen Ford Focus when he opened fire with a revolver in Sheffield. The child was not the intended target, but he was seriously injured in the drive-by shooting as part of a drugs war in the local area. Another boy was centimetres from death after a bullet passed through his hood. The victim was with his friends outside a sandwich shop and they met up to go to the cinema at Meadow Hall that afternoon. A judge at Sheffield Crown Court told Stephen the activities of the gang had endangered these children and made the lives of the residents a living nightmare. Doctors never took the bullet out of the kid's leg. And the judge described how the boy escaped death by centimetres when a second bullet passed through the hood of his top. It was only a matter of good fortune you didn't kill both of these children. Another man also fired from the car, the court heard, and Dunford was found guilty of attempted murder and other offences after a 6-week trial. If both boys had died, you would have been given a life tariff, the court said. I don't know when it will ever be safe or if it will ever be safe to release you. The judge said he posed an enormous risk to the general public, that you endangered a whole section of Sheffield and have put the lives of innocent civilians in danger by your actions. The judge also says anyone involved in gang culture, drugs or guns will get very severe sentences. The court also heard that Dunford posted a rap on social media where he spoke about the shooting, which mentioned the line, "A youth caught astray." The judge said, in a vocal you rapped over the phone, you were making obvious mentions of the shooting with high levels of pride and glee. You revealed not a shred of remorse for what you did and simply made mention of the fact the young boy was hit by mistake. The true nature of your criminal conduct was also evident in odious lyrics of vocal delivery. He told Dunford if he had imposed a non-life sentence, he would have been jailed for 38 years. Dunford was found guilty of attempted murder and possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. He was also convicted of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life following an incident in Healy 2 days before where he opened fire 5 times with a 9mm Makarov semi-automatic weapon. So it seems Stephen was just intent on taking somebody's life. And in this case, if he'd have taken children's lives, then it would have been more of a scene nationwide, sadly. If he'd have taken the life of a fellow gang member, it would have just been classed as another regular shooting. This shows the extent some people are motivated to take someone's life, and also what are the reasons as to why he has done this. What has led him in his life to feel like that is like an option, do you know what I'm saying, to open fire on people and potentially have killed children? Why did he come to that place? He was also in court with co-defendant Brandon Bailey, who is 26 years old, also from Sheffield. He was jailed also for 10 years and 6 months and found guilty of conspiracy to possess a firearm with intent to endanger life. The detective in charge of the case, Jade Brice, said, "I cannot emphasise enough the distressing ordeal for this young man, his parents and the wider community. No child should have ever had to go through that ordeal." And he cooperated fully with us and helped to solve this case. It's worth mentioning, DCI Brice said, the incident has had a massive effect on the wider community. This was a shocking event on the streets of Sheffield. I've got to mention also, this isn't even the first time. A 15-year-old boy was shot in the head this year, and several shootings have occurred in Sheffield involving young children. So I urge people in Sheffield, one, to be careful, and also to be very conscious of what you're getting yourself involved in, and to not involve innocent people in these situations. So I really do appreciate you joining me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.